What's up, everybody? This is Current Tulpa, and oof, do we have a spicy story that shouldn't really shock anybody if you understand or even care to understand what politicians actually do and what they're actually like. Let's just get to it. Behold, where's my button? There's my button. Look at your boy. Look at your boy. Anti-gay Hungarian politician has resigned after being caught by the police fleeing a 25-man orgy through a window. 25 people? That means this man was a part of a 24-person 25 people? Oh, hold on. Let's get... I gotta get past the title, because I'm having trouble doing that. I was sitting there eating some sushi. I was kind of going through my news, just kind of aggregating, and I ran across this, and I could not wait to come back here and talk about this, because this is awesome. It couldn't happen to a better person. Maybe it could, but I'm happy it happened to you, you scumbag. So let's go. An ally of the Hungarian Prime Minister, Viktor Orban, resigned from the European Parliament after attending what was described as a 25-man orgy. I can't read this. This is so stupid. It's so awesome. 25-man orgy in Brussels. Joseph Zager, I did not get that right. It's okay. Quit as MEP. I'm not sure what that stands for, actually. On Sunday and later, said he was present at a private party. A lot of privates at that party, for sure. The police found Zager and 24 other naked men at the gathering, including diplomats, local report said. Zager played a key role in the Orban government's crackdown on LGBTQ rights in Hungary. This is awesome. I love it. This is what politicians are like. This is what these people do. Rules for thee, not for me. Who's surprised? Who's surprised? An extremely anti-gay man, anti-gay politician, getting banged out by 24 other people at an orgy. All right, let's go. This is awesome. I'm excited. A member of the European Parliament representing Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban Fidesz party has resigned from his position in Brussels. I have no idea how to read Hungarian names. This might be the third one I've ever seen in my life. Has resigned from his position in Brussels after he was caught leaving what reports described as a 25-man orgy on Friday. Let's call him Joja. Joja resigned on Sunday after he admitted to breaching Belgium's strict lockdown rules to attend a sex party. Politico reported on Tuesday. The police found 25 naked men in the gathering, including Joja and some diplomats. The Belgian newspaper La Dernière Heure reported the newspaper quoted a local police source as saying, "We interrupted a gangbang." Dude, I hate my... Imagine having to count that. You're sitting there as a cop, and you bust up this gangbang at this bar, and you're counting people, and you break like 15, you're probably like, oh my god, this is so many people banging each other out. Like, this, you're just astounded by how many, like, the number that you're up to, like, number 16, 17, 18, oh my god, 19, 20, it just goes from there. Oh man, this is like the kind of shit cops dream about running into, I think, because it's hilarious and awesome, and you get to clown on your betters. You know, you get to clown on these guys. Orban's Hungarian government has curtailed LGBTQ rights since he was elected prime minister in 2010. Joja, who fronted Fidesz in the European Parliament, helped rewrite Hungary's constitution to protect the institution of marriage as the union of a man and a woman, the Times of London reported. Joja, a right-wing politician and ally of Orban, climbed out a first floor window. I saved this. I haven't read this yet. I'm saving it for y'all because I'm so excited about this. I love when this kind of stuff happens. These kind of people could not deserve... It couldn't happen to a more deserving group of people than to get exposed for the scumbag that you are, on top of being an absolute liar. I love it. It's awesome. A source close to the investigation told Politico that officers were called after a complaint about a nighttime disturbance. Authorities said narcotics were found. It is probably a bunch of video head cleaner to loosen them up. Joja insisted that he had not taken drugs. Drug test him. You know what? Maybe he wants to stay sober and he's like, I want to experience it as it is. I want to experience it clean to really relish the memory. Maybe that was his bag. The public prosecutor's office said a passerby reported to the police that he'd seen a man fleeing along the gutter. He was able to identify the man. The man's hands were bloody. It is possible that he may have been injured while fleeing. Maybe his little wiener didn't get caught on the windowsill while he was doing a gainer out of the window to escape. Narcotics were found in his backpack. The man was unable to produce any identity documents. He was escorted to his place of residence where he identified himself as Joja. Wouldn't, as a cop or like even as a local, wouldn't you know who it was if he was a high-profile politician? Especially one which had arguably, I don't know about Hungarian culture that much, but maybe possibly arguably a very controversial stance on human rights and what people should be able to do with their own free time, their own bodies, and what they do amongst consenting adults. That's another thing. When you see stories like this, at this point, it's just like, God, I'm just glad they were all adults, because we know. Glad they're all adults this time, Lord. Anyway, Jojo on Tuesday said he was present at a private party and apologized. After the police asked for my identity, since I did not have ID on me, I declared that I was the MEP, he said. The police continued the process and finally issued an official verbal warning and transported me home. I deeply regret violating the COVID restrictions. It was irresponsible on my part. I'm ready to stand for the fine that occurs. I like that. You know what? I back that. Him saying that he only regrets violating restrictions and doesn't regret maybe being caught as to who he actually is. I bet that's like, all right, well, everybody knows now, like, I can just be me. I might not have a political career and might be hated, but, maybe at least I can actually claim myself publicly. Anyway, he announced his resignation as the MEP and asked people to treat the matter as strictly personal to him. It should be personal to him, except when you try to, destroy the personal rights of others. So it shouldn't be personal to you. I'm glad it's in the news. You're a scumbag. You deserve to be heckled, you fucking clown shoes. Anyway, also, 25, you trust 25 people? You got 25 gay men in a room, and you didn't think some of them would have an axe to grind against you, knowing your role in politics in this part of the world? Like, you really were like, nah, I'm good. I'm trying to impede on these people's personal freedoms, but, they won't say anything. That's wild. I guess I don't know, did he think nobody would recognize him? I have a feeling that most people whose rights are directly impeded by politicians always know exactly who those politicians are and who exactly is affecting them the most and who exactly they should pay attention to. So I don't know why he would think that nobody would notice him. Maybe it was his crew. I won't even say that I think that all these people were prostitutes, because I don't believe that's true, because to say this as unintentionally, I would like this to be as unoffensive as possible. The gay community gets down, man. You can get 25 gay guys in one area to hang out. Like, they party. Yeah, so, I'm not surprised. I don't find it offensive. This is your culture. That's what you want to do. Let's go. I ask everyone not to extend it to my homeland or to my political community. Your political community is probably so fragmented, divided between those that are for you and those that are against you. How could it not extend to your political community? The people that are for what you stand for are wrong, in my opinion, absolutely wrong. And the people that are against you know exactly who you are. Also, like, you think he tried to play it off like, you know, like, yo, like, what's a blowjob amongst friends? Yo, it's a bro job, not a blowjob, dude. I ain't gay. Like, I did. Oh man, I can't. I love it. I used to have I've been a chef for like 20 some years. I ran the kitchen. I had a gay pastry chef who I adored. He was a very, at the time, a very close friend of mine and somebody I relied on for quite a long time. I had a spot in the Northeast at a restaurant there, and Grindr was big, man. And I mean, speaking of like trying to get 25 dudes together to party, like he used to like hit me up and be like, yo, I got a Grindr date. Can I like go on my Grindr date during my break? I'll just wrap it up real fast. And then I used to be like, yo, let me see who it is. And I'd be like, yo, let me see who it is, dog. And I'd check him out, like, and I would approve whether I thought this man was attractive enough for my pastry chef for him to go on these little quickie Grindr dates and like get some dumpster action or some alley action, and then come back to work and run dinner service with me. Just a small little anecdote. I thought that's funny. Miss you, Seamus, you're a good guy. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this. I think it's great. You reap what you sow. You're a bad person. I'm glad this happened to you. I hope it hurts, and I hope you're embarrassed. I'm Current Tulpa. This has been Shady News Bits. All right, peace.